With Marvel's Avengers finishing its final roadmap, and of course it being the end of the year, people have now started to speculate when the next roadmap will come, or more importantly, what will be on the next roadmap. Today I'm going to talk about the top 10 things I want to see in the next roadmap, and how it could possibly impact the future of this game as a whole. Starting off at number 10, we have new heroes. This one was pretty common, as you guys could have probably guessed it on any list, but the inclusion of new heroes in 2022 would be really huge for the game itself. Crystal Dynamics does a really good job at making each hero feel unique in their own way, even if they are of the same caliber like Kate and Clint, and overall this will bring more team diversity and more good gameplay aspects to the game. Now, the only concern is at what pace they will come, because CD can release heroes at very wide gap times, so I'm hoping they will come faster next year, possibly in hero events, but we'll have to wait and see. Alongside number 10, which was new heroes, we have number 9, which is new villain sectors or new villains in general. For the first roadmap that we got, we only got one villain sector, which was Cosmic Cube, and that was pretty good, as that introduced the comic book bosses with actual phases and new mechanics like the one shot. So I hope we could see more in 2022, like Crossbones, MODOK, heck, maybe even some revamped villains like Taskmaster or Abomination. It will be really cool to see those guys get their villain sectors revamped and renewed, as that would add a lot more variety to the game already as it stands. But I would recommend adding a bunch of new villains instead of revamping old ones first. Alright, so being the goofball I am, I forgot about number 8. Number 8 was basically just about, new environments, new story content, targeted farming. Those would all be really good for the game because they bring in more stuff to do. Alright, okay, moving on to number 7 now. Moving on to number 7, I would really like to see more OLTs or raids added next year. OLTs and raids are some of the hardest missions in Marvel's Avengers. As a matter of fact, they are the hardest missions in Marvel's Avengers so far, with Claw being at the top. So having an OLT top that, or a raid, or another raid top that, would be amazing. As for OLTs, I would recommend some with new villains like the Mandarin or Red Skull, and for raids, I'd say something huge like a Kree Sentry raid or anything else. But if you're going to do other raids and OLTs, please add new mechanics, right? Like, the OLT and raid were good, yes, and I'll do a review on that next video. But the problem is with those, the main mechanic was one-shot attacks, and it just gets old after a while. Like, Claw's main mechanic is one-shot attacks. We need something more interesting. Like, imagine if you're doing a Loki OLT and his mechanic can be, during the fight, he splits up into like many different copies, and you have to hit the right one or else your whole team gets their heroics taken away or something like that. Or maybe all of your other teammates go blind and you're the only one who has to hit the clones. Just something like that. Something like that that would make a fun, fresh, new experience rather than constant one-shot attacks. I mean, I'm going off on a tangent here, so let's move on to the next one. Number 6 holds a special spot in my heart because this is the one piece of content that got removed off of the first roadmap, and that will be Wasteland Patrol Mode. For those who didn't know, Wasteland Patrol Mode was this large area in the Wasteland biome, which was basically a corrupted future, and you could roam around, do missions, fight bosses, and etc. Wasteland Patrol could be a really, really different type of game mode from Marvel's Avengers and bring in more diversity. It has so much opportunity and fame that if you do it right, it could go really well. This could also give players something to do instead of grinding. Like, you could do so much fun stuff in a really good patrol mode. I just hope that whenever they bring it back, Join in Progress comes with it, and there's a lot of new and different types of tasks. I made a idea a while ago that was basically called Rampaging Warbot, and that will be if they ever did a Manhattan Patrol, and basically that was where a Warbot is like an event during patrol mode, and you could get exotics from it. Something like that for the Wasteland, maybe with a Kree Sentry. That would be awesome, but we'll have to wait and see. Seeing that it's heavily connected to number 6, I would have to give number 5 to Join in Progress. Join in Progress has been one of the most heavily requested features ever since launch, and especially now with this raid coming out. It sucks that teams have to either quit or restart missions because of crashes or people just leaving so they can't continue on, and Join in Progress would fix that. A couple of YouTubers have come up with great ideas to implement it, and others have found ways to where it may even already be worked on in the game and you could use it. I know I've had an experience where I was playing just a regular mission. I forgot what it was called. It was like the priority mission. And then I paused the game, but it was still playing live. Turns out a Thor joined my strike team. I don't know why that was or how that was because I didn't put on matchmaking, but it happened. So it's definitely being worked on. It's only now a matter of time when it's going to come, and I hope it comes in 2022. For the number 4 spot, I would really love to see better melee on the next roadmap. This one is pretty self-explanatory. In the game, ranged is the ultimate leader of characters. Even if you're playing as a melee character like Kamala, Black Panther, or Spider-Man, range will always come out on top. And while they have made gear to try and correct this, they just need a buff melee, period. It sucks that I have to go into a raid as Spider-Man using one of my web shooters because my melee is absolute doo-doo butter. But hopefully 2022 can fix that, or at the very least we get some overpowered melee gear for characters like Hulk, Black Panther, Spider-Man, Kamala, etc. that'll make them the legit melee-focused heroes they are supposed to be. And so as we crip walk over to the other two, these are connected. I would put them in the same spot, but they both have very important roles. Number 3, I would have to give that to the emote wheel, and for number 2, I would give it to the comic skins inspired by blank. Now, the emote wheel is pretty simple. It's been a long requested feature, and fans would really love to see it as it makes things easier, and you don't have to keep going into your menu to switch emotes. That takes like 2 minutes every single time. And as I'm on PS4, it takes me about like 10 minutes, trust me. When it comes to the comic accurate skins, that's something that a lot of people have been requesting. We've recently gotten a lot of MCU accurate skins, like 100%, besides hair on some cases. But with comic skins, they've kind of been pushed. And if I may, we got a lot of good comic skins at the beginning. I don't know what happened, but like Unworthy Thor, Ragnarok Hulk, Maestro to a certain extent if you want to count that, the classic skins, but then it all took a dip until recently where we got AI Iron Man and Capwolf, but that was about it. So more comic skins would always be appreciated, but please put in the effort like you did with the MCU skins and make them really accurate. And finally for number 1, I'd have to give it to the most important thing this game needs right now. A month or 2 worth of fixing the bugs. Holy God, let me tell you that this game, it has bugs. And the problem is, I don't think they have enough time to fix them all, or even test their patches for a long time without releasing them. Like, at this point, take a month or 2 off of making content just to fix the bugs. Keep the marketplace up because you gotta make money, of course. I mean, you gotta keep selling those skins, am I right? But just please, like, we cannot keep going with these patches where they have just constant bugs like this recent patch with the raid. Holy God, people were crashing. The campaign caused people to not play the game for like days. Like, people's data and saves got reset. Like, holy God, we cannot keep going this far. And the problem is, real talk, it's been like that this whole year. Like, I don't know why or how, but the fact that IP addresses got revealed during Cosmic Cube, the fact that people couldn't make it past the first mission for Red Room, the fact that War for Wakanda had a bug where Black Panther killed his teammates instead of revived them all, the fact that people keep crashing and people couldn't even complete the raid for weeks. It's just so unbearable. And like the fact it's gotten to a point where there have been bugs where people can't buy credits. How are you gonna mess up so bad to a point where you can't even purchase things that like help support the game? Like if you can't purchase credits, which is what devs and higher ups want you to do, then it's just messed up. I'm sorry if I'm going on a rant here, but we need these bugs fixed ASAP. And that's just what it is. Like, take a month off, take a month or two off. I don't care. Just get most of these down. Fix some of the bugs that we've been waiting to get fixed for so long, like Hawkeye's heroics, or for some of Spidey's stuff. Heck, or for even some of the other stuff. But just please, please get it done. And that's it for my top 10. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to like and subscribe, as I said in the beginning. Sorry if I don't sound as enthusiastic. Been kind of a bit sick lately. So, yeah. Alright, I'll see you guys next time. Peace out. Have a good day.